Hello, 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 everybody. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. It's a bit weird to be back in ye old Bunny Bonnie. For those who haven't been keeping up on social media or my other stuff that I do, I've been doing question a day videos using the new VTuber persona that I'm adopting to kind of get things all hyped up and ready for the big streamed premiere that's going to happen on July 15th, when we switch everything over to begin Phase 7, which is going to have new overlays, new VTuber avatar. There's going to be new sounds, new sights, new like actual lore to go with the whole stream storyline here. So that's coming up soon, and I've been doing stuff trying to get that ready. And of course, for the premiere stream, I gotta get to other stuff. We're doing giveaways, we're doing a whole bunch of different things, so it'll be really, really fun. But yeah, I've been using the different model to do all those with, and so it's been a while since I've, since worn the little bit of the bunny body here. Or at least it feels like it. Wow. In all actuality, it was like, last Tuesday? Well, not last Tuesday, but like 2 Tuesdays ago. Yeah, when we finished Final Fantasy VI. In the meantime, I've been playing also a lot of Final Fantasy 16, so I'm all discombobulated. I actually beat the game. It actually was a really fun experience, and I highly recommend it. I think you'll find that it's in some ways, a very nice step forward for the franchise. I mean, we'll get to it when we get to it. Don't worry about it. We will definitely play it as part of the retrospective moving forward. It's just going to be a while before we get to it, because we just finished 6. So we've got more than 10 more games to get through before we get to 16. But no, my short review would be just very good. Hello, how you doing? Nice to see you, generic white male. But yeah, the 16 has been a great experience. Well, we'll be starting here in a few minutes. I just kind of letting everyone trickle in and everything like that, but oh yeah, that's the goal on Mass Effect tonight, is we're just going to go through, we're killing everyone we can. That's the Grim Reaper playthrough, as I've dubbed it, which is we're going through finding everyone with a name or a unique character and making sure if they can die, they do die, and we're just slowly just culling the universe before the Reapers get a chance to. Really, we're saving them. You like my hat? Thank you. Does look a little bit like Hat in Time. I've never actually played, but well, thank you so much. Yeah, no, the hat has been my iconic piece of clothing since way before I even streamed. Like, my website has often used the joking title of Hail to the Hat, just simply because it's been my iconic piece of attire this entire time. Well, I will, happily, tell you, I am definitely a male. I know the voice kind of throws it off, but yes, I am a man. That being said, let's get into the game tonight. I already am running late. But like, as I'm sure you've noticed, I have the sunglasses on, I have my soda again. That means we are back on vacation mode, which means we're not playing Final Fantasy tonight. We're playing Mass Effect, like I said earlier, and we will be just playing kind of odds and ends games. Like, I think this weekend we're going to be playing more Zelda or something, and we'll just, you know, have fun with it while we're on vacation mode until Final Fantasy VII starts up. That said, let's hop into the game here. Boom, there we go. There. So we're back here with Death Shepherd. Trying to figure out where we're gonna go next. I think...
Message coming in.
Oh?
Patching it through.
Okay.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see civilian casualties, but I think we all knew how this was going to end. You did what you had to do. The news fans are going to pick
Write
up
it
the story
off.
for sure, but we'll keep your name out of it, Shepard. Hackett out.
Well, thank you for keeping my name out of it. Let them know. Do, Hackett, tell them who I am. And let them know that if I'm coming... So we culled the... Oh, not that I wanted. I hate the controls. Always get confused on zoom out or exit on these things. I think we'll hit Pharos this time, since there's quite the body count to be found there. The main character in Biomutant crossed with Hat in Time? I'll take it. I mean, I'm actually just a rabbit with a hat. But I'll take it. Oh, really? Is the leader, the main character in Biomutant is a rabbit? I haven't played it, so I'm just kind of... But if it is, maybe I should try that game sometime. I do like games with rabbits.
Equalizing interior
Oh, hey,
pressure
Argo!
with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding
I will definitely look it
officer
up,
is
Generic.
ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Oh. Yeah, but I've heard a lot of games are bad, and it's more or less just kind of a
We saw your ship.
each person
But
their
Dan
own kind of
wants to
thing.
speak
Oh, that's
to
not
you
100% true. There's always games that are just generically just always going to be bad, but...
I've got
Anyway.
business of my own to tend to.
The Geth wait for no one. They're preparing another attack. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Oh yeah, I am super excited for 7. I'm glad you're looking forward to it too. The shorts I'm having so much fun with those. 13 is great. I never understood the complaints about 13. Like, some of them I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see how you came to that conclusion, but I mean, for the most part, I don't know. It was one of those ones where I never understood a lot of the complaints. Well, thank you for stopping in, Generic. I always appreciate it. All of them. Guessing not, judging by the fact that he is still using his abilities.
That's the last of them.
Yeah, I hate the little sticky guys. At least it's not quite as bad if I'm not doing like a sniper build, but trying to chase those guys when you have a scope on is just a nightmare. Just marking my territory. You're gonna die? You're gonna die? Pretty sure I actually did hit him. There,
Oh,
fight it.
Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out!
Oh yeah, 100% playthrough is just nuts. Like, especially on some of them. I'm glad, honestly, I'm glad some of the changes they made for the Legendary Edition, like the not needing...
Shields down.
Was it not needing to get 100%, play the majority of the game with each squad mate to get the trophy. When you stop before the final boss, do you go back and like do other side stuff, or just stop playing in general before the final boss? So I can definitely say I've done that where I've just never finished a game and just come back and left it right before the final boss. I can actually think of a game I haven't done that with now, haven't I? Now I'm thinking about it, did I ever finish Breath of the Wild? You enjoy like what you did play. I think that's the important thing. Is not necessarily finishing games as much as you getting what you wanted out of the experience. If you have a good time, then it doesn't matter how much of it you play. It's like one of the perks I found to like games like Stardew Valley or City Skylines or something is where there's no like definitive beginning or end. It's just one of those things where you're like, hey, I'll play this while long as it's fun. And hey, if that means you don't finish those games, that's okay too.
The vehicle and find where the Geth are bunkered.
I never did the DLC. Oh, that's fine. You don't have to remember. Half the time I only remember things because I have to watch the VODs like 12 times while I'm editing these.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
It
I'm
did do it for
interested in
you.
what Saren sent the Geth to find. Nothing more.
If it's Geth you're looking for, you've come to the right place.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Tell me what the Geth want. Why are they attacking you?
If you want answers, go ask them yourselves.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
Did you like Frostpunk? It's another one I've heard of, but I actually don't know anything about it, like, at all. Sim games are great. I mean, I have a stack of them for just... I find them to be very stimulating, but not anxiety-inducing.
How do I get there?
The Skyway leads directly to ExoGeni headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
Every Geth I kill brings me one step closer to Saren.
There you
Maybe
go.
I can get this colony
That's the
operational.
spirit, Shep. I might have to check that out then, because that sounds interesting. I mean, if you give it a thumbs up, I'll definitely put it on my list to take a look. Close Eternity, finish Baldur's Gate, Warhammer. Wow. You got quite the list going, Argo. Ah, classic Dragon Age Origins.
We'll get going then.
Good luck, Commander.
Well, I'm not gonna help you guys get your frickin' place back together. I'm just gonna come back and kill you guys anyway. Who killed that? Was that one of my people or just someone else?
And now to the Geth base.
Oh.
Expect heavy resistance.
That is ominous sounding, generic. Wow. That definitely piques my interest. Oh yeah, no, CRPGs are good. Totally, totally. Kind of excited to try out the new Baldur's Gate when it comes out later this fall. Or summer? It's at some point.
More chatter, Commander Shepard. I still can't get a fix on the location.
Any sign of movement? This could stay
Okay, now I'm wondering.
been a few days.
You think I can fling this thing off the edge? That's not the one I want. It's the button for the sprint. That's jump. Oh. There it is. What? No! It slides. Well, gents, I think we're walking. Or not. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if we can do this. It's that one, and that one's not. Well, we have found a great way to flip it. But we can't throw it off the side of the platform.
She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
People change their attitudes depending on how they make them work 24 hours and make them hit you. And just before the storm, they'll agree to decision. Wise tactic. I like it. It's kind of like how... Reminds me of that old tactic in like SimCity where you like lower the tax rate to make everyone move in. Like, and then right before tax day comes around, you shoot the taxes up to like 30%. Collect.
Got movement. Some kind
It's always good when they actually capture the spirit of the tabletop.
Whoever that is, they
That's
must
the
be
one thing that's always kind of eluded me with
We need to find the gap.
the Shadowrun games that Hairbrain put out. Like, I love Shadowrun, and I played it a bunch, but at the same time, it's just one of those things where it never quite felt like what the game was like. I don't know. It was one of those things where it's like, you kind of made it an XCOM clone, and sort of got the rules in there, but I don't know.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
I suggest you put that weapon down unless you're ready to use it.
Don't worry about him. He only cares about the company.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Vidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
Oh, don't worry,
though the Geth have devastated their
they'll be all
colony.
dead.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
Just tell me where I can find them.
You see? They're not here to save us. We should just wait for company support before we...
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
I just want to kill the
Commander, before you
robots.
go, my daughter, Lisbeth. She's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
That was kind of ended up how I ended up playing like Dragon Age 2. Was just essentially every time I got into combat, it was just kind of like pause, do an action, wait for everything to play out, pause again, set everything up, watch all the cool animations.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
CRPG stands for Computer RPG. So, as opposed to like Mass Effect here, which was more of an action-based console RPG, or Japanese RPGs, which are more story-based, CRPGs tend to involve a lot of customization and options, branching stories. Yeah, generally. If you think about it, I mean, CRPGs are probably closest to traditional, like, RPGs. I mean, I can see RuneScape qualifying. If I'm remembering RuneScape. RuneScape is that weird space where it was like before and after my time? Which is weird. it's one of those things. You're never going to actually please everybody. You're going to tell them that, like, oh man, hey, we changed it to fix this. And then the people who like that are going to go, oh, we didn't want it changed. Always happens. Your best bet, honestly, seems to be always just going with, hey, we'll make the game we want to make, and the people who like it will play it. Which I will have to say, I will give it to Peter Molyneux. The man made the games he wanted. He just also completely oversold what that was. Are the people behind me? I didn't see anyone. Ah! Now who's shooting me? Oh really? I didn't know the conventional definition had changed. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Argo. I always forget running over them is a valid tactic in this game. My Singing Monsters. Action-driven, deep story with opinions and actions that matter and set in stone for the rest of the game. Wow, really? I'll add that one also to my list. That's one I've never heard of, but...
Together quick.
Resistance will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
And that right there, Argo, is probably why I never really got into playing any of those games. I did not really get into D&D as a system until 4th edition. I tried 3.5 and I tried 2nd edition like when I was much younger, and I just could not get into them. But 4th edition clicked with me. Is there anyone else in here? Okay, I don't hear shooting, so I think we're good. I'm honestly surprised. Sounds like I just need to check out this game. Dang. You don't belong in this world.
Make some contacts, Commander.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to Baldur's Gate. I can do 5e. Are there any games that use Pathfinder's new one, the 2e rules for Pathfinder?
A one-way drop, Commander Shepard.
You goofed up! Oh no! Damn it! I always love this moment where she's just kind of like, ah, no, I screwed up. I can't shoot anything. Dead Space uses lines. I don't follow.
Who are you? And what are you doing in here?
It's my own fault.
I did like some of the stuff I was reading about the Pathfinder 2e stuff, so if they end up making a game out of those, I'm hoping to check it out. I don't know Dead Space. I'm really bad about horror games. Scary games, I'm terrible at, because I get all flustered and then lock up. I have heard such, yeah.
I'll fight my way through the Geth soon enough.
The only horror-style games I've ever been able to manage getting through playing was the Resident Evil games, and that was only when I cheated to make sure I had the rocket launcher. Well, maybe I'll play it when the new remake one comes out. With all the lights on.
I'm here for the Geth. If you know something, tell me.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian. Thorian? What is that exactly? It's an indigenous life form.
I played BioShock, but that was... There were definitely moments where I was tempted to put it down, I will say that much. System Shock was just a little too horror for me, but BioShock, I don't know. Something about the ambiance and the aesthetic made it workable for me. That and the very forgiving respawn system.
I need more information. I need to know why the Geth are after this Thorian.
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Meanwhile, we're trying to figure out how to kill this Thorian thing.
Any suggestions?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere.
I had a friend who actually did something similar to Shock Then Wrench with the Big Daddies. He used the crossbow and then laid a ton of electric tripwire across a hallway and then tricked a Big Daddy to charge at him. Thing just fell over. It was hilarious. We were laughing all day.
All right. I'll look into it. Stay put until the field is down.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll just find a small hole to hide in until the field is down. Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
More Baron? Or wait, did we even fight the Baron yet? Maybe it wasn't. Okay.
That's the last of them.
Yeah, the underwater segments. I've seen streamers who have tried, despite having a water phobia or underwater phobia, I don't know what it's actually called, try to play Subnautica, and it's... I don't know, some people find it amusing and funny, but honestly, I mean, as someone with his own phobias, I've been there, man. That ain't enjoyable at all. I know that level of fear that shoots through you.
No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please
Would you give
contact
Protocol
supervisor.
3 stars or 5?
Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust.
Please contact your supervisor.
Yeah, I don't know which one's, because there's one that's just a fear of just water in general, and then there's one
If there
that's
is nothing
specifically a
else,
fear
please
of
step
being
aside. There's a queue
underwater.
forming behind you for the use of this console.
Wait, did that just... Something just change the, text color on the screen? That was crazy. I just caught that.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant.
Ah, okay, that sounds
What can I do
familiar.
for you?
Thalassophobia. Okay, that's it.
What What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
What did you tell him?
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data.
Can you provide me with data of how to
Besides the
kill it?
lacking proper access,
It seems
there has been no new data
sentient.
available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zeus Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zeus Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zeus Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and
I know I've
control
talked about
other
this before, but
organisms,
this game
including
kind of
humans.
drives me up the wall with
The
how,
Zeus
like,
Hope control
pro-military,
group has yielded interesting
anti
results.
everything
Before
else it
sensors
is.
went offline, almost 85% of
Like,
all
the military
subjects
solves the
were infected.
problems. Politicians? Blah. No good. Corporations? They get messed up. Well, we know that the Thorian is at least, like, 5,000 years old, because it was around when the Protheans were still a civilization.
Exogeny knew all along what would happen to those people.
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
That's why they were acting so strange.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We've got to drop that shield and get back to the outpost.
Although I've always liked to say in Mass Effect 3, where I would have loved it if you could have asked Leviathan about the Thorian. Like, you guys familiar with this thing?
VI, tell me about the field surrounding the facility.
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to standby mode.
I smell trouble.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly pro-human, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's just kind of like,
Their ships to the sides of buildings.
it's the military that ends up solving the problems. It's very anti-politician, it's very almost anti-democracy in some of the things they say in this game.
Very thorough.
And then you combine that with the fact that they're anti-private corporations, all this sort of thing. It kind of makes you kind of feel like, and yeah, when it comes down to it, even then, it skews very pro-human. But it's pro-human military more than anything else.
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power. Hostile contact.
Oh yeah. Anti-robot sentiment in Mass Effect is like the core theme of this trilogy. I'm just gonna hide behind Rex. No, Rex, give me a shield. Yeah, I mean, the council is treated as fools. When you get to Mass Effect 3, you finally see, like... That's fair. Although... Well, I was gonna say, in Mass Effect 3 you get to see, like, the democratic leaders of even Earth are incompetent in the wake of the military who were like, we told you so, but you didn't want to listen to us. Where am I going? I always get lost in this little area. There's that. We need to break that shielding down, right? You guys are not what I wanted to see.
Negative contacts, Commander.
For the record, in case you ever run into this problem in this game, don't bring biotics into this room. These things will start flying up. They're not bolted to the scenery. These are movable objects to the cots, and they are solid objects. You cannot move through them. You cannot destroy them. They will block your way, and you will get stuck out of that room. Yeah, it's pretty much just if you're not Shepard, if you're not a Spectre, not even all Spectres, like a human Spectre, you're not Anderson, you're not Hackett, you're part of the problem. Which I think is a very negative sentiment, honestly, for a game that's really kind of about bringing everyone together and uniting all the species to take down a bigger threat. It's very... everyone else is stupid. Yep, someone said Black Ops. After all, we're all humans here. I agree with Generic. We are all humans here. I'd wink, but this model isn't capable of doing that. Alright, I am firmly lost. So that is where we came in. You ever think he gets tired of that? You think sometimes he's just standing there in his little comm room? He looks around, he's like, alright. Hack it in. Hack it left. Hack it right. Ah! Oops. I get for not paying attention. You have to wonder why headshots affect the Geth. Just on a fundamental and an anatomical point. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have an eyesight sensor in their head, but, like, you can function without eyes. Not to mention, they're all networked together, so wouldn't they be able to see through everyone else's eyes, too? That seems like a poor design choice on their part. Let's put the core CPU someplace a little bit more defensible. They're kind of like the Combine, yeah. Except these ones are, like, explicitly, like, because you find out more about the Geth and, like, how they function throughout the course of the series. Like, they're not even... The units we're fighting here are just essentially kind of like the equivalent of a mouse or a keyboard. They're not the actual computer. They're platforms that the computer runs as autonomous, like, digits to go and do things for them. Like, the actual Geth hubs are on the ships. No, that is a good point, Argo. The fact that they are willing that easily to just burn themselves out. Zen, the units are replaceable. They're not, like, damaging the actual Geth entity at all. Ah, that was too much. There we go. You know, actually that is a good point, Generic. Where are they getting the power for all these things? I assume that, like the Geth platform stations have their own, like, built-in nuclear reactors or something, but it's never addressed. I mean, that's sci-fi for you, though, isn't it? Just kind of like, we're not going to bring it up, we're not going to address it, we're just going to hand-wave it and assume there's something that handles that.
This was my kind of mission.
That, or it's buried in that massive codex of just random knowledge that they have. That I've never bothered to go through because it's so poorly organized.
Full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
Keep those colonists away from the Normandy. Gun them down if you have to.
Please?
Will do, Commander. We'll fire off a few warning shots. That should send them running.
This is gonna be fun.
We're leaving. But let's rid this place of those damn synthetics before we go.
But if they're manned by software, wouldn't that just mean there's, like, redundant copies somewhere? That's the whole reason they don't have individuality, right? I mean, there's no this Geth or that Geth. Huh. Because you think if they had, like, individually running, like, programs, that each platform is running independently on that platform, that is a form of individuality. That would mean that not necessarily every Geth is running the same programs.
We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
Hey, I'm not anti-Geth. I'm anti-Geth that want to kill me. I always fight for Geth rights in the third game.
You said you didn't know about the Thorian. I don't like being lied to.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs.
In 300 years, they also never thought of upgrading their bodies into something besides what they were given by the Quarians.
I never meant for this to happen.
No kill. Or no kill me. My Shepard will kill everything. but nothing can kill me. I'm immortal because I'm technically animated.
Just tell me where I can find the Thorian. No more lies.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
Oh yeah. No, none of these people are going to be getting out of this one. I think this planet, more than any other one in this game, actually has the largest potential kill count
What
of
bothers me is why the Geth
civilians
are
and
after the Thorian in the
anyone,
first place.
really.
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities.
It
That's
what?
Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
Wow, that sounds like something that might be
What is it,
useful
Joker?
later on in this trilogy, but we didn't think of that yet.
Looks like they're headed your way.
You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
I mean, they definitely showed later on that they do have a lot of respect for the Quarians. Like, to the point where, like, they just chased them off the planet and then never pursued them or anything. They didn't want to die. Well, that's why I've always argued that synthesis in the end of the third game is actually the good ending. I know people don't like that opinion, but honestly, I think it provides the best potential solution to the AI problem that they present in the games. Now we just walk back and forth and shoot things. Yeah, screw it. Just drive you over. Woohoo! Oh, he can't get over! And you get stuck on invisible architecture. I am just glad we managed to get off the side. Oh, we got kicked all the way back here? Dang. Oh, this thing hasn't even been cut. Oh, no, it has. I mean, I got the complaints about the ending of Mass Effect 3. It made sense to me. And I get that people didn't want Shepard to die. At the same time, I felt that they really did a good job establishing thematically that Shepard was going to die very early on in the game. And that by the end of it, it was just kind of like, yeah, no, it totally makes sense that this is how it's going to end up being.
You said you didn't know.
When the Geth attacked, I tried.
Where's the Thor?
The RGB thing, I get. Mostly because it's like one of those things like, well, then wasn't the point. Like, why did you give us a choice here if none of the other choices mattered? And honestly, I could see the argument being taken the same way, where it's just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, we calculated up your different decisions from throughout the entire trilogy, and this is the ending you get. You don't get to change it. This is the one you've earned. nothing else than that. And I can see people having a problem with that choice, too. Rest well, generic. Thank you again for stopping in and hanging out with us.
Is there anyone picking this up?
Get away from that radio!
What was that all about?
This is Juliana Bainham of Pharaoh's Colony. Please help us.
Alright, I've got to be careful here because there have been plenty of times I have accidentally not shot the guy here. Well, you can also just technically just ditch him. We're going to be doing this the right way, and we're going to actually take out everyone we can. We have got to make sure we have to take out Jong here.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Ellen Ripley moment.
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would... I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what you did on Torfin. There's no reason for this to get bloody.
Yes, there is. Oh, that's a fun playthrough, Argo. I've platinumed all of the Kingdom Hearts games except for Chain of Memories, because I'm terrible at the card game.
Not this time, Zhang. You need
But
to
it is
back down
fun.
and let
It's
them
one
go.
of those things where it's just kind of
You
like,
don't understand, it's not that
once you get
easy.
to a certain point with it,
Communications
it
are
gets
back
very
up.
zen.
Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian, or should I?
The what?
It's a
Lower
telepathic
difficulty
life
levels
form
and
living
going through
under
higher
Zeus'
difficulty.
hope.
That's
It's taking
best way to
control
do
of
it.
the colonists.
Probably one of the
Exogeny
trickier
is
ones
all
to
along.
do.
You won't get
Especially
away with this, Jong.
trying to
So
get
you keep
as
saying
many of the
that
trophies as you
nobody's
can
gonna
on the
miss
lower
a few
difficulty
colonists.
levels. Definitely good ones. Especially on some of them, like in the first one, there's a trophy for beat the entire game without changing your starter equipment. I would not want to try that on hard. Oh good, I don't even get a choice. I don't have enough renegade or anything to even choose the kill you.
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on!
Come on, I'll try it.
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
No, technically I shot him in the front.
I knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
Well, you have done more on Recom than I ever did. Best I ever did was beat it. And that even in itself was a chore for me.
I need to find out why the Geth are after the Thorian.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They'd die first. They're under its control.
Anything that gets between me and my goal is fair game.
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
I'm
Nope.
not stopping to ask them to breathe deeply.
Nope, we're just taking them out.
How can it hurt to try? Please, Commander. These are our friends.
No.
I'm not doing it.
At least take the grenades, so you have the option.
But thou must.
Commander, please.
Oh man, I had to get help on the songs in Birth by Sleep just because I have no sense of rhythm. So it was one of those things where I'm just kind of like, well, I'm never going to do this unless I ask for help. I was able to do everything else in that game. Though my thumb hurt after beating the secret boss. On all 3 characters. Well, yeah, you know, exactly the song you want to listen to over and over and over again. It's a small world. Wait, is that my tire? Did I lose a tire? Okay. Young Xehanort is the boss I'm talking about in particular. Or Unknown, or whatever they call it. Young Xehanort. My entire strategy for that was just like... My entire strategy was just do dodges until there was a small opening and then use Thunder Surge.
That thing was not
Took
one of the colonists.
about an
No amount
hour
of
to kill him.
infection could have done that.
But, I
want
did
a clean
it.
sweep. Nothing hostile lives to take a second shot.
What about the nerve grenades we acquired? We could
I imagine he
potentially
was worse on the
incapacitate
PSP, just simply the necessity of the fact that the PSP's control setup. No, we can't take
We don't have
chances.
time to waste on
We
these
kill
people.
the
There's a
people.
galaxy at stake.
It is a shame there is no other way. Their actions are not their own.
Oh, they did? Oh, man. I would hate to see what he was like on the PSP then. Did we just ditch these guys? Elevator won't. What sort of Metal Gear nonsense is that? Well, I will say, Birth by Sleep is my favorite game in the entire series. It's my personal favorite. geez, that just seems terrible. Moving controls with, the camera? That's like almost on the level of going back and trying to play through Super Mario 64 on the N64. Having to deal with that camera again. That's the one thing that's like, oh, I'm so glad this was adjusted in later versions. Ever make those cutscenes skippable in page 1? Like in the later versions, in the re-releases? I seem to remember, like, even in like the first round of like re-releases, they still were unskippable in page 1. There's our last colonist. Unskippable cutscenes. It's always just that one of those cardinal sins. Like, to this day, like, even Mass Effect here suffers from that in some regards. There's not a few. There's only a few, but there are, like, some unskippable cutscenes in this.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me.
They trusted you, Faidan. They trusted me, too. I guess we both were made mistakes. Or they all made mistakes. He stole my kill. Exciting music for going downstairs. $32 Renegade points. Where are we at, Renegade-wise, anyway? Oh, I'm doing pretty good there. How many points? I have 10 points? Oh man, no, I'm just... Go for it then. Tally, you can... I don't know, do stuff. Just realized I ended up with 3 people who are like all built around shotguns. Really? I did not know that. I actually didn't know there was 358 stuff in Recom. I mean, to be fair, my experience with Recom has been very minimal. I've just completed the stories through it, and I don't even know if I necessarily did that for Riku. I think I just watched a video. I originally played it back when it was just Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance, and that's how I ended up playing through all of it originally, and did most of the completionist stuff on that. No trophies for that, though, just, you know, a save file on a GBA cartridge that has become lost to time. I think it's in the closet. And now we get to go kill a bunch of zombies.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what is that?
Nothing's ever simple, is it?
That line right there sums up the entirety of this trilogy for him. I'm also very curious in what way this thing qualifies as a plant. It has teeth.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose.
See, I had no idea that wasn't even a thing in there. That's crazy.
You are
It's cool.
before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Kind of weird, because you think you would do those in the reverse order. You would play through Chain of Memories and then do the 358 videos.
You enslaved the colonists. You destroyed their minds. I don't know what Saren wanted with you, but I just want you dead.
The Thorian is a piece of this world, extending across the land and back through the ages. You can no more kill it than cut the sky. Your blood will feed the ground. You grow.
Sorry there, sorry lady. Are you not familiar with my gun? Sky Cutter.
Definitely something in this area.
Oh yeah, I have abilities, don't I? It's true. I mean, you really could just watch them, do them in either order, really. I just tend to associate one with the other, you know, Chain of Memories before 358 because that was the release between the two of them. Like, they came out in that order. So, it was one of those things where it just made more sense to me to follow, you know, Sora's adventure, and then find out the details surrounding that from the other side.
I can tell. A few more of those and it's...
But chronologically, no, it totally makes sense to watch 358 before doing Chain of Memories. Then again, if you play through the entire Kingdom Hearts series chronologically, it gets very confusing sometimes. Because it almost relies on you knowing details from certain games, or terminology or concepts at least, that would not be explained if you played it chronologically. Like how it still sounds like they're spawning in the other room, and I'm just hacking away at this thing. Give me a second. I need to pry open this lockpick. You can attack me in a second. I say that like it's such a ridiculous concept in this game when it's pretty much every freaking game that has a lockpicking mechanic of any kind. I remember if there was a lockpicking mechanic that was like, no, you do this in real time and things can come up and attack you or see you or whatever while you're doing it. I'm pretty sure there is, I just don't remember what it is. That one I did know, Argo. Yeah, I figured that one out. Well, I guess I'm just on my second playthrough because I did them in a different order on my second playthrough. But let's be fair, it's the Disneyland crew. All three of them were the best citizens. As long as it wasn't Pete. Well, I mean, yeah, if you mod it. You can do anything if you do mods. I want to say there was a mod at one point in Oblivion where you could lockpick people's, like, actual people, and, like, when you opened them up, you could steal their hearts and just instantly kill them. Alright, Argo, thanks for stopping in again. Always great to have you here. What are we doing here? Can we see the ledge? What does warp do in this one? Damages all nearby enemies and objects to make them more vulnerable to further damage. Does it damage them though? It always seems like it doesn't do anything to them. I mean, the extra damage thing I could totally see, but... I'm trying to shoot your thing. See, it roars! What type of a plant roars? is up here dealing with a zombie.
Gun is new.
Oh wow, that didn't heal me for anything, did it? We're on the right track. Are you sure? This always just looks like such an insane maze. Hey, get back here. You need to die. Where'd you all come from? Okay, I will say, I do love the fact that they just dance around in little circles. They like that. Space magic got so much better in the later games. I will. Ugh. So let's see here. What, has someone left? Really? Oh jeez! Where's the Dasari clone just hanging out back there apparently? Well that won't do, we have to make sure she dies. Oh, there's another one now. What does Carnage do? Turns the next explosive ball with damage. Well, try it. Well, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be dead. I've already killed you like 5 times. There we go. That finishes it. Where does this thing never come back in the later games? I mean, we kill it here, right, but shouldn't we have had the choice to, like, save it and, you know, blah, 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 and make peace with it? I mean, we let the Rachni live. We give the choice of letting the Rachni live.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
No.
How do I know this isn't some kind of trick?
This is no trick. The Thorian is dead, and I am myself again. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
You chose to side with Saren. So did Matriarch Benezia.
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I
That makes you a traitor.
We came to believe in his
My hands are tied. It's the law.
The strength of his influence
that I made up.
Troubling.
She tried to
I can do that, I'm a
manipulate
Spectre.
Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's what you get for trusting Saren.
I have no
Saren
sympathy,
is
do I?
quick to betray his followers and his allies. Once he had what he needed, he ordered his Geth to destroy the Thorian. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
Well, what is that?
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city.
Okay, let me try.
He died and consumed them.
You evolved from lizards. You used to eat flies. Am I thinking enough like a Prothean now?
Just give me some plain answers. Where is the cipher?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
And...
You taught
what?
Saren, you can teach me.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us
that mug.
one to another. Every
Just
action
kinda
sends
like...
ripples across the galaxy.
Oh, he
Every
is
idea
not
must
pleasant to
touch
look
another
at.
mind to live. Each
That's okay.
emotion must mark another
He's just here
spirit.
to eliminate.
We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
So am I embracing the universe or eternity? Because the universe is technically finite. Just ever expanding, right? Eternity, however, is infinite. So, which am I embracing? Because it sounds like I need different lengths of arms for each. He went to Red Lobster. I always wondered about that. Like, she gives like this weird dirty look after she gives you the cipher, like... Even, no matter what you say to her, she gives you that look. Like,
Just
she
as it
saw
was given
something
to
in your
Saren.
mind
The
that is
ancestral
troubling.
memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you alright?
She messed up my mind!
All I saw were more weird visions. It still didn't make sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look a little unsteady, Commander. Perhaps you should return to the Normandy.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
You were allied with Saren. For all I know, you still are. I can't just let you walk away.
Your suspicions are understandable, but you freed me from the Thorian and from Saren. I am on your side now.
No one's on my side.
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
You change sides too often. I have no choice. You must die.
That line read, man.
If
I
this
have
is
no
the fate
choice.
feel I
You
deserve,
must die.
then I
That's
will
like
not resist.
the slogan here. Did we literally just cause the room to shake with those shots?
You tried to do for us. Saved a few. It's more than most would have done. We'll start again. Just not here.
This is kind of, it feels like that we came in halfway through that sentence. All right. So that's, what, 16, 17, 18... 18 more to add to the count. Now that I'm thinking about it, there may have been more cultists than people on Pharos. But these ones all had names and families. A little weightier there.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Decontamination is a white light.
Are you okay, Commander? You look a little pale.
It's that damn cipher. I'm sorry messed you up good. And
He always looks like
still don't know where to
that.
find the stupid conduit. What a waste.
You're right. We've been on a wild goose chase this whole time.
We still have another lead, Commander. That Asari scientist in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I don't care
The
about
matriarch's
her.
daughter. She's an expert on the Protheans. Maybe she knows something.
Do we have to get her?
Don't worry. We'll deal with her soon enough. Crew dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report.
Now I'm
Commander.
curious.
Want
If
me
we
to
do
patch you through to the
Novaria,
council?
Patch
Sure.
him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
let's be mean to the
Commander,
council.
ExoGeni should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The only reason to study a creature like that is to figure out how to kill it.
Yes, kill it. That's how you humans usually deal with things you don't understand.
The Thorian enslaved and killed innocent civilians.
Yes, I'm sure you're correct, Commander. It's unfortunate the colony couldn't be saved.
I'm surprised, Shepard. Ferris was a human colony. I thought you'd go to any lengths to save your own kind.
The mission comes first.
Sometimes sacrifices have to be made, Commander. I'm glad you understand that.
Goodbye, Commander. We will
I
be
find it
looking
very
for your
weird
next
that if you actually kill all the colonists, the council's just kind of like, huh, you're not half bad. Alright, are we ready to go bring an entire species to extinction? Oh wait, there's one thing we need to do before that. Just really quick.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in.
Oh,
I'll
what
patch
is
him
it
through.
now?
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
How come every time there's a problem, you end up running to me?
You're a Spectre, Shepard. And this isn't some run-of-the-mill mission. There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live-fire simulations.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Synthetic intelligence is a dangerous technology, Admiral.
VI support is critical.
I do not agree with Commander Shepard here. I want that to be clear based on the earlier conversation.
No human can do that. But as advanced as this thing is at military strategy, it's still just a VI. It's not self-aware, and it's completely disengaged from any networks. That's where you come in. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core, and manually disable it.
Alright.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectre's answered the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls
no.
all the facility's weapons,
There's
drones,
nothing
and
worth it.
automated defenses.
It's killing
You're the
people
only
for
one
me.
that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
I just realized I shouldn't do this yet. I need to go to the Artemis Tau. What is it? I want to say Sparta is where Kohaku's thing was.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job
Right.
for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge.
Does this involve killing people? That's not the one you can land on.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Now maybe we get to die. Ah? If we do this, then we can report back to Kahoku when we go to the Citadel that this is going on, and that'll trigger the next set of Cerberus quests. Okay, the distress signal is there. Mia? Mia? I swear it's what he's saying. And by he saying that, I mean the car. Oh no! Where's it going? I can see you. Where are you going? Come on. Dancing around here. Come on, you big worm. Apparently just having an empty health bar isn't enough. You need to actually keep shooting it until, I don't know, something.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Cahoon's command. You want to know what?
I feel like this should be destroyable. But it's not. Repairing. I don't know why I just did that. I don't need to repair this thing. I need to go home. Turn to the Normandy. So I don't need to do anything else there. now we go back to the Citadel. Because there's a very special someone waiting for us back at the Citadel. And while we might not be able to kill her, we can make her wish she was dead. Alright. I always find it weird that there are these little codex entries everywhere that's like only pop up after you've done like one of the side planets or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do once Rex is gone.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Really? Presley gets it? Get my intimidate as high as I can. Okay. Let's see. Hello.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Don't care.
I'm on urgent business with the Citadel. Is there something you need?
Let's get one thing clear, Shepard. You might be a specter to the aliens, but to me, you're just another junior officer. Be respectful.
No.
I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Captain Anderson made it clear to me that my assignment came from way up in the brass. They say jump, I say how high.
Remember that when I tell you to jump.
Nah.
I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
This ship saved our lives a dozen times over.
Yeah.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
Normandy is an Alliance warship, but she's on loan to the Citadel. That means she's not in your chain of command.
I believe there's something wrong with my ears. Did you just contradict me?
This ship is Council property right now. So, respectfully, please clear the gangway.
Have it your way, Commander. But expect me to file a report on this.
Oh man, no. He's gonna file a report on us. Oh no! What are we gonna do? A report!
Officials have announced that their research colony on Pharos is being shut down. Difficult living conditions combined with poor yield of viable discoveries made it economically unfeasible to keep the colony going. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Oh, we're shutting it down. Good, good.
Commander Shepard, sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindwar. I guess she was taken in the raid on your town.
What can I do?
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she alright?
Not
no?
She's a little messed up. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. She says she wants to die. I hope you talk to her. It's a long shot, but you went through the same thing.
Man, buddy, did you call the wrong person for this? Let her do it.
I'm not trained for that, but I'll do what I can.
There's a better way to handle this.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to. She's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
Khalees had been seen in Al Jalani,
Right.
Westerland News.
This is what
Would
we
you
wanted.
answer a few questions for our viewers?
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander.
Oh,
I
I
give you the chance to set the record
tell
straight.
you they are
What do you
not
say?
true.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want
Yeah.
to get a sense of how you'll do that.
Murder.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
I just love that question. We've been trying to get the respect for 26 years. What a freaking level of privilege that question must come from. How many people on Earth have tried for more than 26 years to get respect from their peers? Think about it, like the civil rights movement, ending slavery across the planet, man, pretty sure that took more than 26 years. Oh no, we can't get the aliens to pay attention to us. Senpai won't notice us.
I try to keep in mind that it's just another form of duty. I still wear a uniform.
But there's a difference between protecting human interests and Citadel interests. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
I think they know not to ask me to work against my own people.
I think our viewers will be glad to hear that, Commander. You've
Yeah.
been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
I like that this is the thing you could punch her for. Like, okay, I don't mind you asking me that, but don't you ask me about my ship.
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
What insinuations? It leads like the most hilarious freaking.
You son of a bitch!
She asked about the ship. What?
I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
I don't work for them. Either way, I'm a Spectre. Alright. Let's, go tell Kohaku the news. I'm tired of your insinuations about my ship. Why is that the one you get the option on? She should at least say something that, like, would make you want to punch her.
No, I'm waiting to speak with... Commander, any word on my missing men?
I found them. What was left of them. They ran into a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did.
Really?
Now I need to do my part.
Can you pay me?
Families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Not my problem.
I don't have time for this.
You've already done enough, Shepard. The rest is up to me.
Meanwhile, in the, embassies. We were supposed to go talk to, Fire Lord Azula.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
I don't care about you. Oh, whatever. We'll give him the bad result then.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard, my name is
Yeah?
Samesh Bhatia.
Never
Forgive
heard
the
of him.
intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What?
A lot of people want my help these days. What makes you special?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
We'll look into it.
The man in
Yeah,
charge
we'll
of
look
my
into
case
it.
is Mr. Bosca. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time.
That is not the direction of the expensive bar he's
I just want to
in.
give my wife a proper funeral.
If you
The
follow him
respect
that
she
way, you'll go
deserves.
to the consort chambers. Because you just pointed over there. He's over there. Are you sure they won't return her body to you, or did you just point at something that was not her body, but you thought you were pointing at it? Just
Commander
saying.
Shepard.
That's the thing.
I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
You said you had a job offer.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on a cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
You want me to hunt down the people who killed her?
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive.
My brother Zuko
The rest
won't
of the
do
crew
anything.
Was killed, but she was taken prisoner.
In case you wonder why I'm making that joke, that
Slavers
is great.
demanded a
Elite's
huge
doing the
ransom
voice
from
of
me in
Miss
exchange
Hana.
for returning her unharmed.
You can't negotiate with criminals.
It's too late. I transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I
You're
was
also like
afraid for
luminescently
Dahlia,
blue.
so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
You got in over your head and you expect me to pull you out?
This is easy money for you, Shepard. I've already found her. You just need to bring her back. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led
I
to
like
a
how
small
some of the
mercenary
characters
band
are like,
operating out
this
of
is
the
your
Artemis
duty,
Tau cluster.
or this is for the good of
I
the
need you to go to
galaxy,
the Merc base,
or
take
we
them
need to
out,
stop
and bring our
Saren
sister
and save
back.
the world,
We
and
shall
blah,
be
blah, blah,
well
blah, blah.
rewarded.
And some people are just kind of like, look, I know you're a government agent, but I've got a checkbook.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister back.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right man for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
I know what you're thinking. I thought you were supposed to kill everybody. Why are you doing a quest where you have to go save someone? Would you believe me if I told you that things aren't quite as simple as being portrayed here?
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
You can cut the red tape for a grieving husband. I want you to release the body of Nerali Bachya.
Commander, nothing
Stop
would make
stealing
me happier.
corpses.
I'm afraid, though, that it's not quite that simple. Serviceman Nerali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
I don't care how badly the Geth mangled the body. It's the husband's right to claim her.
We are not holding Nerali Bhatia's body out of discretion. We are, frankly, holding the body for research. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I'll tell Samesh. Next time you cut up a dead soldier, at least tell her husband the truth.
That was just the reaction we were hoping to avoid, Commander. But if you think it will help, tell Mr. Bhatia the truth. Perhaps he will understand. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
Bhatia, they're not going to release her. I recommend taking this money and going and buying a gun.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
They're running medical studies on Nirali. That's why they won't release the body.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests?
Yeah.
My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Samesh, right now more people are going to die unless the military runs those tests.
This isn't about them. This is about my wife, the woman the military killed.
This is war. People die. If you want to keep that to a minimum, let them run those tests.
You think I've not given enough? Don't speak to me of duty. My wife is dead. I just want her to come home.
My parents are dead.
Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
Not 100% sure how I feel about that outcome. Like, we didn't... We didn't save anybody with that, although we hypothetically saved people with that. But we also may have driven a man to the point of suicide. In the game. I really feel like I should probably clarify that.
Rex, forgive the impertinence, but you are not like the Krogan described in the stories on the flotilla.
When you're young, you go looking for every fight you can. You get older, you realize the best fights will find you.
Aww. That's cute. What does that mean?
Commander, glad to see you.
Just tell me where she is, Lieutenant.
Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper position, but I don't think we'll need him. She's only a danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
I'll take care of her. I'm pretty sure that's meant to be like, don't worry, I'll take care of her. But,
One way
not
or
the way
another,
we're
she's
saying
coming out of there.
Don't push her too hard. If she seems liable to pull the trigger, back off, or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Stop! Stop! What are you?
First, don't point that at me. Second, I'm Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance. Who are you?
Animals don't get names. The Masters put their symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back. She screams when they do it.
I don't want to hear what those bastards call you.
I want your
I want
name.
your name. The one you were born with.
Talitha. They call her that. She doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
I'm going to take a step towards you now. Okay?
No, she's no good. Don't want to be handled again.
I'm going to take a step
Yeah.
towards you now.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
keep doing it.
remember me. What I was before. But
so this is
she
working.
doesn't want to remember
Stepping forward is
anymore.
helping. Huh. Oh well.
She's gone?
Yeah, that's what the
You heard
gunshot
the
was,
gunshot
man.
and I'm still
Oh
standing
yeah,
here.
he threw the
Oh,
gunshot.
Yeah. Stupid question. I wanted to save her. Stupid, huh?
Gerard,
I
why
mean,
are both of
she
your
was just
eyes
a
pointed
transport
inward?
detail, but to see her so... Right, you've got things to do, and I've got to collect her.
Yeah. No, Gerard. I will collect her. I have already collected her for my collection.
Stand by, shore.
So that what brings us up to 19 for the night? We still got a half an hour left.
Logged. The commanding officer is
Let's see.
aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
I see a few good ones here. Just brought up my handy dandy list here, and now we know exactly who we can go after here. No, don't go there.
Message coming in.
Gotcha.
Patching it through.
Alright.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just
Woo!
The brass isn't happy with the way you treated her. This comes straight from the Joint Military Command.
I don't have the patience to deal with tabloid gadflies who think they're great journalists.
Commander, if she had done that at a bar, she'd go home in an ambulance. But they want me to make this clear. We can't mistreat the press.
I
Just wanted to
can.
let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
I made Mr. Hackett mad at me. Let's see. There's one in here. Zap.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku.
Oh.
I found out who set that trap for my men.
Okay.
The ones killed by the Thresher War.
Oh no.
Damn, I hope you get this message.
Yeah.
It was a group called Cerberus,
Never heard of him.
an Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance.
I'm sure they're
Vanished
not
a few
that
months
important.
ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control.
So-
Somebody needs to stop them.
What did
I've done my part.
dropping a
Now it's up to you.
beacon on a Thresher Maw
Probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me
have
now.
to do with
I need
making
to
a
disappear
super
before they
soldier?
find me.
Worthington appears to be in a shutdown state. The main thrusters are cold and adrift in the orbit. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Empty.
Most of the systems are shut down. It's just running on basic life support.
Ugh, they won't even spring for the good life support.
Hear that? That was no accident. The whole place could be a trap.
Really? What is sitting off them traps, though? I'm kind of curious about the tire. Wait, what? It bounced twice and then fell through the world. Did I do it again? Bounce? Nope, didn't bounce through the world. It's only one ghost tire.
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him.
So this
He
is a
wouldn't
message
want to
from
be
the
kept
future.
alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
Almost sounds like a soap opera. Julia, what are you doing here? I am not getting any good luck on this. Damn. There we go.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. It's what he would want.
This is funny in two ways, given the later games.
She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
And there's no one in here either.
They say Jacob's gone. They say his brain isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines.
But he
Jacob's the
loved
only
the
thing in the world that matters
machines.
to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't.
Nah.
Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob.
Okay.
I won't give up on him. I won't.
That's nice. Can I just... I'm just gonna steal your stuff here while we're hanging out. Oh. Well. So that'd be 19, 20.
That machine's keeping him alive.
Correct.
I'm not seeing any brain activity on the readouts. He's dead. This body is just an empty shell.
No point leaving him there like a vegetable.
It's your decision,
I
Shepard.
never heard any complaining
Maybe
from
we should
the
wait
other
until we know more
vegetables.
about what's going on before we do anything. You did the right thing, Shepard.
That's a first. 21. Can I move the big tires with, like, singularity? No. Big tires are just scenery. Very careful to push the right buttons. So, next is Artemis Tau, Macedon, and we'll deal with Nasana's sister. Oh, I mean, save her, quote unquote. I got it wrong. I'm usually really good about just automatically remembering which planet you can land on. This one threw me off. Let's see the map. That's an anomaly. That's a stronghold. And we're gonna go save the day. Wink. This is not a pretty planet. I mean, there's some really pretty planets on this game. Especially after they updated to HD with the Legendary Edition. But this is not one of them. Oh no! Snipers! It looks like when I know it's just the ground I'm shooting up with the guns, but it seems like they're just like popping into like yellow greenish goo when I shoot them. Like they've been turned. Anyone else left? See another red dot somewhere. Whoa. There you go. Tagged him. My celebratory jump jets. Asari slaver! I will stop this Asari slaver and save the other Asari who is a slave. Because I am sure that is exactly how this situation is going to go down, because that is what the politician told me. Are you coming up here? I heard you down there. There you go. Let's see here. Oh no! Oh, I made it. You discover the evidence that the Asari leading these slavers was Nasana and Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with this. Oh no! You're telling me the only Asari in here, the slaver, was actually the one we were supposed to be saving? But wasn't? Twist. Alright. Back to ship. Trying to decide. I think I've got time for one more mission, or we're gonna end it for the night. There's an Exogeny facility we learned about when we were in Pharos. Vostok, Matano. Really? Is it not on here? Did I not get the mission? Oh, here's a ship. What do we think MSV stands for? Jeez. Also, what do they bleed? Like, it looks like a combination between, like, day-old French fry grease and motor oil. I suppose isn't impossible. I mean, we don't exactly know the process by which those things become what they are. Grenade off of one of them, though. Get down. You're embarrassing me. In front of all my friends. God. They still do the attack even if you kill them, as long as they've started like the animation thing. That doesn't seem fair. I don't get to do that. I don't need to finish my, shotgun blast if they kill me. Somehow we're getting through this. Jeez. How many of them are in here? More than 3. I can tell you that much. Definitely more than 3. Well, apparently they're having a luau. And this side too.
According to the log files, the ship was out near the Perseus Vale. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board, and then... This is really weird, Shepard. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Vale, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
Again, very weird plot development given what we learned throughout the course of this story.
What else do the logs say?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. I don't see anything about how they got back into human territory.
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to organics dumb enough to enter the Veil.
Now I've got to figure out my way out of this frickin' maze. Ooh, it's the amazing labyrinth. Don't get lost, or you might lose yourself. By being turned into a husk or something. I don't think I need to close that door first. Alright. So one thing we can do is we can check to see if we can get Garrus's story quest, which allows us to go and kill someone else. I'd really like to end down the night on a 21. I'd like to bust.
Commander, nice work out there.
Yeah, thank you.
I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Oh, probably.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Always.
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly.
I can just completely wipe out entire colonies and no one complains. In fact, they compliment me for it.
CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit
The
because you didn't
PNP?
like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We all don't live like them Asari, huh?
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder,
I would have gotten fined for
I could
that.
get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander. Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
Yeah.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice.
Yeah.
Help people.
Yeah,
I guess my
what?
father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient.
Kinda wish we got to see more of Garrus's dad.
He actually taught me how to becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits.
Yeah.
I could have received special training, but my father...
Yeah, there's about 1 million.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Spoken like a true CSEC officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Yeah, someone who can just murder a bunch of people.
It's the only way to stop someone like
No
you.
accountability.
I'm right behind you, Commander. Commander, good to...
Well, nothing new there. Alright, so not enough to get the conversation we need to trigger the Dr. Hart conversation, I guess. Maybe after Novaria next time. But next stream, we won't be doing that. We'll be playing some more Tears of the Kingdom as we try and get off the dang starter island. And that is where we're going to end it for tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out. I had a blast tonight. Had a lot of fun chatting well with everybody. But I also want to say a big thank you. Oh, where is it? There we go. I want to give a big thank you to all the people who were out there lurking tonight, too. You are awesome, and I do appreciate you so much, just as much as I appreciate everyone who chats. You guys are great, and you make the stream better just by being here. So, that being said, we're still ramping up to our big Phase 7 premiere on July 15th, so if you want to come, hang out, have some fun, we're going to have some giveaways and play some Final Fantasy, play some other stuff too, do some weird, silly stuff. Who knows? We'll find out. I think I'm trying to grab people who share their VTuber avatars, and we'll go through and see who we can get and assign them all Final Fantasy classes. I think that'll be fun. But that's for the future. Near future, as I said, Tears of the Kingdom on Saturday. I'll see you there. And next week, I might not be streaming on Tuesday again. I might have to do it again on Wednesday. Because in this country, it's a holiday. One that I might be spending with some people and watching things explode. Because that's how we celebrate, apparently. And also, if you haven't checked it out on my TikTok or my YouTube or over on my Twitter, I've been posting a question a day, answering them. If you have a question, if you want to ask me anything, just feel free to drop me a line on there. Comment, message me. I have links to the Telenym anonymous messaging. You can ask me a question that way if you don't want to know me to know who you are, if you don't feel too shy about it. Perfectly fine. That's an option there too. All sorts of different stuff. And feel free, and I've been answering those, and I've been having a lot of fun with them. Usually those go online. The answers go up around 11 o'clock noonish Mountain Time on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. So that's also going on. So with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and that's going to be it for me tonight. See you next time.